Let me stop you right here for a second. If I told you a brand new YouTube channel made over $22,000 in just 7 days, with long-form videos, not shorts, would you believe me? No paid ads, no huge subscriber base, less than 41,000 subscribers, just regular YouTube videos uploaded a month ago. And yes, this is happening right now. Here's the part that matters. I'm not here to hype you up. I'm here to show you exactly how it works, step by step, screen by screen. No theory, no guessing. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build this kind of content yourself, even if your channel is small. All right, let me show you the channel first. Even though this channel only has 40.7 thousand subscribers and 32 videos, what I really want to point out is this. With the recent changes to the YouTube algorithm, big traffic is no longer reserved for big creators. The algorithm doesn't really care how many subscribers you have anymore. What it cares about is simple. Is your video good enough? If the answer is yes, YouTube will give it views. And that means small creators now have real chances at big traffic. This channel is a perfect example. Almost every single video has very solid view counts. And for long-form content, these numbers are extremely impressive. Now, a lot of people always ask, can this kind of channel pass YouTube YPP? Here's your answer. Yes. The videos focus on showing famous movie actors, what they looked like during filming compared to what they look like now in 2026, often side by side on set. This kind of nostalgia, combined with people's natural love for actors, creates massive engagement. More engagement means the algorithm pushes the video into a bigger traffic pool. We can call this type of content TimeTravel Cast. All right, now let's go step by step and actually start making the video. Before we do that, I want to show you a few clips we already created. This is just to prove one thing. I'm not selling you a dream. I'm showing you exactly how to do this for real.
I hear your voice from yesterday. The radio still plays our song somewhere between the night and dawn.
Now honestly, the workflow for TimeTravel Cast videos is not complicated at all. It's basically 3 steps. Generate images, turn images into video, edit everything together. If you stay focused and follow the workflow I'm about to show you, making 2 to 3 videos a day is totally realistic. Let's start with image generation. For this part, I use Gemini. To make things faster and smoother, I created a gem inside Gemini. That way, I only need to type in the movie name, and Gemini does the analysis for me and gives me detailed prompts automatically. This saves a huge amount of time. For example, I type in Titanic 1997, and here we go. Gemini gives us structured steps. Step 1. Movie data analysis. Roles, actor names, age during filming, age in 2026, and so on. Step 2. AI prompt generation. For each character, it gives us 3 prompts. 2 for images, 1 for animation. Pretty simple, right? If you feel like 5 characters aren't enough, you can just type, "Give me the remaining 7 characters too." Now you've got 12 characters, which is more than enough for a 2 to 3 minute video. Now that we have the image prompts, let's see how the images actually turn out. I first copy all the prompts into a Google Doc. This makes it easy to copy and paste. I'll be sharing this prompt document for free so you can test everything yourself. All right, first, copy the end frame prompt to generate the group photo. Why do we generate the group photo first? You'll understand in just a second. We go back into Gemini and generate the group image. At the end of the prompt, you can add R 16:9 4K output. Once the group photo is done, we look at the start frame instruction. This is not an image prompt, it's just guidance. So we replace it with this. Using the same scene, generate a separate photo of young Leonardo DiCaprio as Jack Dawson, age 22, wearing his iconic poor boy outfit with suspenders, front-facing, looking at the camera. 16:9 ratio, 4K output. Here we go. Now you have two images, one solo image from the past, one group image from the present. At this point, you probably understand why we generated the group photo first. Because Nano Banana Pro is a reasoning model, having the group image first helps maintain character consistency when generating the solo image. Now you just repeat this same process for the rest of the characters. Once the images are ready, it's time to create the video. The key here is using the starting frame/ending frame feature. After testing, I found that with the same prompts, Kling AI is more stable than Google Flow VEO 3.1. That might change with prompt optimization, but for this video, I'll demonstrate using Kling AI. I do everything inside FlexClip. I select the Kling O1 model, upload the starting frame and ending frame, and paste in the prompt. You can choose either 5 seconds or 10 seconds, depending on your needs. Then you wait a few minutes, and the video clip is ready. Repeat this process for the other characters. Now here's an important part. If you think it's time to jump straight into editing, you're wrong. If you edit immediately, you'll notice the transitions feel harsh. Something feels missing. That's because we still need transition clips. Here's what we do. Use the ending frame of clip A as the starting frame of the transition clip. Use the starting frame of clip B as the ending frame. This makes transitions much smoother and allows for warm moments, like subtle embraces or natural movement. Once that's done, now you're ready for final editing. I personally use CapCut, but you can use any editor you're comfortable with. I just happen to like CapCut. Place all clips in order, then add each actor's name and age on the group photo frames. You can copy this info directly from the doc I shared. Add a camera shutter sound effect, and finally, add a suitable English background track. And that's it. The video is done.
I hear your voice from yesterday. The radio still plays our song, somewhere between the night and dawn. Time moves on, but I stay here, holding on to what disappeared.
So friends, did you get it? If you're interested, grab the prompt doc from the video description and follow along with this tutorial step by step. You'll get surprisingly good results. This demo isn't perfect, and there are many areas you can improve, like generating images multiple times to find the most eye-catching version, or upscaling each image to make the video even sharper. I skipped those steps here only to focus on the full workflow. The reason I built this Gemini Gem workflow is simple. If your goal is to make money with videos, this workflow dramatically increases efficiency, reduces errors, and helps you produce content fast. Just like I said earlier, if you stay focused, making 2 videos a day is absolutely possible. And that's how you catch traffic. If you're interested in this Gemini Gem workflow, check the link in the video description. The current YouTube algorithm loves channels that are active and consistently uploading. If you upload twice in the first week, but can't keep up and go silent in week 2, that's not good. Once you start a niche, you need a clear upload schedule and consistent activity. That's when a channel truly starts. Don't get discouraged just because one video underperforms. Success isn't accidental. It's built slowly, with effort and consistency. All right, that's all for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.